After a long 5 months, Wave 2 is finally here, showing us our next 8 tracks that we get to play today. It's super exciting, and I can't wait to jump into these even more with my friends. But with that, we can't help but wonder what is left for the rest of the waves, as the first wave already got DataMine, and we were able to confirm that everything within that DataMine correctly labeled which game that course was coming from. So we were able to see how many courses from each game were left, and Wave 1 and Wave 2 were exactly correct, which means we might know the rest of the waves. Thanks to GameXplain, they did all the detailing and all the information, so you can go check out their video. It'll be linked in the description down below for more details on that, but this is what they were able to come up with. These should be the placeholders for the remaining tracks we have left, showing us what games are left as well. I also gave a nice little handy dandy chart showing us how many tracks from each game are left. 16 from Tour, Mario Kart Double Dash with 4, Mario Kart Wii with 4, Mario Kart Super Circuit with 3, Mario Kart 7 with 2, Mario Kart DS with 2, Super Mario Kart with 1, and we are done with Mario Kart 64 apparently. So we might have a number of what tracks are left, but today I kind of want to figure out what tracks these are going to be. So I took into account all types of things to figure out what these tracks are. Looked at how many of these tracks were reused in different games or reused in Tour already and remade in Mario Kart Tour. Also looked at the popularity of each tracks and also compared them to tracks that's already released, and just did a whole bunch of math and science in my head to figure out what these tracks could be. So I also would love your guys' opinion. If you think something else or you have another plan for some of these tracks, let me know in the comments down below. But without further ado, we are going to jump into this list of what I believe the remainder of the tracks are going to be. Hey guys, it's Nintendo from the future. I have been working on this video for a while, and just recently a big leak has popped up leaking 14 of the tracks. Now, I did have to go back and kind of change things up with this video now, so if you see the word leaked on a specific track on the screen, the spot that it's in is correct and the actual track is correct, because 14 brand new tracks leaked thanks to background music, and I'll talk about those later on, but just look out for those. So obviously, once again, going off of this list, we know how many tracks to pull from each game. So let's start predicting. So we know we have 16 tour tracks left, and what's interesting about this is 10 of these are going to be city themed, and 6 of them are going to be technically brand new tracks, or ones that are only existent within Mario Kart Tour. And we only have one for those, and that is Merry Mountain. That's the last new one, so that means we could be getting 5 brand new tracks later on, which is very interesting. Now, the city courses, we only have 7 more, and those city courses are London Loop, Vancouver Velocity, Los Angeles Laps, Berlin Byways, Singapore Speedway, Amsterdam Drift, and Bangkok Rush. So that leaves 3 more city tracks that we don't even know about yet. So maybe they're saving these for towards the end of the waves, where they actually have more time to put these into Tour first, but that's very interesting. So in total there, we will have 16 Tour tracks still needed to be added, which in my opinion is still a lot of Tour tracks. I know a lot of people probably are not going to like that, but it is what it is. At least, you know, to a lot of people that haven't played Mario Kart Tour, they're going to get a lot of new tracks technically. So with that information, this is what the future waves will look like with the Tour tracks included. For all of the Tour cities, I added the pictures of the current ones, and for ones that we don't know yet, it's just an outline of a city sky. And then for the new tracks, I just labeled new, and obviously included Merry Mountain in there as well as one of the new tracks. Coming from the future, once again, we knew that we were going to get all the Tour tracks, but the ones that I labeled leak are in the correct spots, so we can expect those in those respected cups. And of course, Merry Mountain is confirmed as well. So, moving to the past courses now, starting off with Super Mario Kart, we know we're getting one more track from that game, and what is it going to be? Well, first I'd like to start off with what is already in Tour. We have Vanilla Lake, Koopa Troopa Beach, and Ghost Valley already in Tour, so I do think it's going to come down between one of those. The only other options that are not in Tour would be Bowser's Castle and Choco Island, but I think with Choco Mountain, we're not getting Island, and hopefully that's the case because Choco Island was not really a fan favorite, I don't think. So, if I had to pick between those, which one are we getting? I'm going Vanilla Lake or Ghost Valley. It's a really tough one for me. I don't know. I could see them definitely going with another Ghost course. We don't have a lot of those, but Vanilla Lake is one of the tracks that's actually referenced already in another track. For instance, in Coconut Mall, you can see billboard advertisements for Vanilla Lake, so we could get it. There's a lot of other potential snow tracks coming in, even Tour City snow tracks coming, so it's going to be hard to fit in all of these snow tracks, but I can see Nintendo doing it. We just got Snowland, so maybe, I don't know, that kind of already reminds me of Vanilla Lake, so maybe that's why they go with Ghost Valley. I'm definitely in between. I'll leave it up to you guys. So with that, I added the SNES track, and I put in Vanilla Lake. It just seems like it makes sense. I was going to do Ghost Valley, but then that big leak hit, and I'll show you why in a second with the GBA tracks, but I'm really between Koopa Troopa Beach and Vanilla Lake. We have lots of ice tracks coming, and even ones that's already been added. We just got Snowland, which almost feels like Vanilla Lake, so will they still do it? I'm still going Vanilla Lake because it is the one that was advertised in Coconut Mall, but Koopa Troopa Beach definitely could be there as well. Now before we move on to Super Circuit, I did want to talk about Mario Kart 64 for a second, and what tracks technically are going to be left out because of the fact that there's no more 64 tracks coming apparently. This leaves out Frappe Snowland, Luigi Raceway, Moo Moo Farms, thank God, Mario Raceway, Wario Stadium, Sherbert Land, Bowser's Castle, which is a kind of big one I think for a lot of people, DK Jungle Parkway, and Banshee Boardwalk. But I think DK has many tracks that are going to come, and also Banshee Boardwalk has many different alternatives that they could choose from. For instance, you have Boo Lake or even Ghost Valley, like I just mentioned, could easily just replace that. So not a big deal, but there are some of those that people will probably miss. For instance, Frappe Snowland, that could be a big one as well. To me, I think missing this Bowser Castle kind of sucks. I really like this one. It's one of my favorites, and I remember it on the Mario Kart Wii and playing it online and stuff, and it's just, yeah, this is going to be one of the few that hurt. And we are getting 3 Mario Kart Super Circuit tracks, but the ones we have in tour right now are Bowser's Castle, Cheep Cheep Island, and Sunset Wilds. All those are in tour, and we're missing right now Riverside or Lakeside Park, Boo Lake, and Yoshi Desert. Now, which ones are going to get picked here? I picked Sunset Wilds, River, or Lakeside Park. One of those I feel definitely have a chance of being there. And then I would go Bowser Castle. Preferably Bowser's Castle 3 makes a lot of sense because that's the one that we've seen return, of course, in Mario Kart Wii. I think we could definitely see that one returning as well. We already have that in tour. I definitely see that coming. So I think that's going to be one of the few Bowser Castles we get, and I think these courses are a pretty good set. I think Lakeside/Riverside could be remade into something really unique, so I'm interested in seeing what they do with that. I see that one being kind of a new, kind of from the ground up rebuild, the same way that Ribbon Road, Cheese Land, and even now Snowland has been made up, so I would love to see what they do with that one. Now let's add in our Super Circuit tracks. We have Sunset Wilds, and we have Boo Lake/Broken Pier have been leaked in their exact spots thanks to music, which is really cool. But then we have one last one that we have to guess, and I'm going to go Riverside/Lakeside Park. I think one of those should be included. I would love to see it kind of remade from the ground up like we've seen with the past tracks. Please redo those. I think they have some good potential. We'll see what Nintendo does. Now we have Mario Kart Double Dash, and we have 4 tracks to work with. So already in tour right now, we have Daisy Cruiser and Dino Dino Jungle. And Dino Dino Jungle has also been advertised as one of those tracks on Coconut Mall. So there's a big chance that those two could definitely happen. They're really good tracks, and I think lots of fans love those, especially Daisy Cruiser, so it makes sense. But what's not in tour right now is Mushroom Bridge, Mushroom City, DK Mountain, and Bowser's Castle/Rainbow Road. Now, if I had to break this down into 4, I do know that one thing is one GameCube track has been leaked, and that is Waluigi Stadium. Yes, we knew that we were going to get some type of Wario/Waluigi Stadium, and in the last video I picked, I said it was down between like 3 of them. You had Wario's Coliseum, Wario Stadium from 64, but I had a feeling that this one could have been picked as well. Waluigi's getting some love after getting pinball too. So when we put up our list, I think these 4 tracks are going to be Daisy Cruiser, Dino Dino Jungle, Mushroom Bridge, and Waluigi Stadium. I think Mushroom Bridge is more of just a love of mine, but that actually could be replaced with DK Mountain. I definitely see DK Mountain getting it. It's a really good track. I actually like it a lot. But the only problem with Mushroom Bridge is just the fact we're getting a lot of Tour City courses, so maybe they don't want to add another one. I can definitely see that happening as well. The fact that we're only getting 2 DS tracks is kind of criminal to me. There's a lot of good choices here, and it's kind of frustrating because I already know one of them. Yes, one of the DS tracks were leaked, and it is going to be Peach Gardens, which, because I feel like there's other really good choices that are going to be left out, because now that leaves us with only 1 track to choose from. Well, when we look at what we have in tour already from the DS, we have Luigi's Mansion, DK Pass, and Airship Fortress. And we are missing Yoshi Falls, Delfino Square, DK Pass, Peach Gardens, which we already got leaked, Bowser's Castle, and Rainbow Road. So what are we gonna choose for the final one? I want Delfino Square just because I love Mario Sunshine, but I don't think it's the best option. I think it comes down between Luigi's Mansion and Airship Fortress, and it's two really tough ones. Luigi's Mansion is just awesome. It's Luigi's Mansion. It's a reference of another game, and it does so well going into the mansion and to the kind of creepy courtyard in the back. I love everything about that. But Airship Fortress to me is like one of the best Mario Kart tracks ever, and I almost feel like it has to be here. It's in Tour as well, so is Luigi's Mansion, but I think it's definitely down between these two. I'm going Airship Fortress. Nintendo, don't let me down. It's one of the best tracks ever. Give us Airship Fortress, and that would give us our two DS tracks, Peach Gardens and Airship Fortress, with Peach Gardens being one of the ones that is leaked. Thankfully, we get 4 Mario Kart Wii tracks, and we only have one of them that got leaked, and it's a pretty good one because it's a fan favorite. Yes, Maple Tree Way is coming back, and that's super exciting, but let's look at what else could be coming with the next 3. So, for the ones we have in Tour so far, we have DK Summit, Koopa Cape, and Maple Tree Way. And we're already getting Maple Tree Way, so that makes a lot of sense. The ones that we don't have in Tour are Toad's Factory, DK's Snowboard Cross, Daisy Circuit, Moonview Highway, Bowser's Castle, and Rainbow Road. So, what are we going to get here? Oh yes, some of these I have been leaving out a couple that I just don't think is going to happen. For instance, I did not include Daisy Circuit because I think if we're going to get Daisy's Cruiser, there's really no point of getting Daisy Circuit, and I don't know. Personally, I don't think Daisy Circuit was anything that crazy, so yeah, I just didn't include it. But what are we going to get for these final 3? Well, I thought about it and I said, well, we are probably going to get DK Summit and Koopa Cape because of the fact that they're in Tour. I think that's a big kind of indicator, and I think that's going to help us a lot. I know, once again, we have lots of snow tracks, but I think DK Summit is kind of a lock as well. So that gives us DK Summit, Koopa Cape, and Maple Tree Way. What is the 4th one? Well, it comes down between a couple. I personally think Toad's Factory would be the best choice. I think Toad's Factory is a really good track. I love Moonview Highway as well a lot, but the fact that we got New York Minute kind of makes me think otherwise because we already got kind of a nighttime city track in New York. So I'm going for my big 4, DK Summit, Koopa Cape, Maple Tree Way, which was leaked, and Toad's Factory. Well guys, we are down to our final 2 tracks, and both of these are going to come from the 3DS Mario Kart 7. And unfortunately, which I don't know if it's unfortunate, I guess fortunately, we know what they are. They leaked. Actually, both of them are leaked. And I think either way we look at this one's going to be rough because we only get 2 more from Mario Kart 7. I feel like they wasted a slot already on Toad Circuit, which could have definitely included another really good track from that game. The leaks and data mines give us Rock Mountain and Rainbow Road, which are 2 really good picks though, in my opinion. Rainbow Road is probably one of the best in Mario Kart 7, and I love just how great it is. It's just that one giant lap, which is just so awesome. And then Rock Mountain has always been one of my favorite tracks. I love the side of the cliff, and as you go up and the boulders are falling down and flying through the forest, it just is a really, really good track. Now, there was a lot of these tracks in Tour after I looked. We have Daisy Hills, Cheap Lagoon, Shy Guy Bazaar, Rock Mountain, Wario Shipyard, Rosalina's Ice World, Bowser's Castle, and Rainbow Road are all in Tour, so it kind of makes sense that they would choose one of those, but I'm at least glad that they chose the good ones, because I think Rock Mountain, and like I said, Rainbow Road is just one of the best Rainbow Roads out there. To me, it really hurt because it's missing 2 tracks. It's missing Woohoo Island and Woohoo Mountain loops. Both of those were so good. I loved what they did with those. I had a feeling they weren't going to bring those back because technically they're from, they're referencing another game outside of Mario Kart, and maybe it'd be, something that they don't want to do in a grand scheme of bringing back old Mario Kart tracks. But I would have loved to see maybe a combination of both of those or just one of those. So that one's going to hurt my heart a little bit. But outside of Toad Circuit, they chose some really good tracks for Mario Kart 7. I'm glad they ended it pretty strong with Rainbow Road and Rock Mountain. Good job, Nintendo. And that is my final prediction list of the Booster Pass. Remember, everything labeled as leaked is actually a correct leak, and it's in the right position thanks to data mining of the recent wave. And you can also thank Fishguy6564 on Twitter for finding all of the background music data mine information for these tracks and their spots in the wave. So thank you so much to them. So after looking at this list, I'm pretty excited to see what's to come. There's some exciting things in the future, and even with some of the leaks showing us some cool new tracks and just the speculation of what else is to come, and just some mystery tracks such as Mystery Cities and mystery new tracks that Nintendo has in store for us, 5 of them actually, there's some, really cool, exciting stuff to look forward to. So let me know in the comments down below if you would have changed any of these or what your list would be, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please stop stop what you're doing, leave a like and subscribe. It helps out a lot. I've been putting this video together for the past week, so I know it's going to change probably in the next couple months when more data mines drop and stuff, but this is what we have so far. Thank you so much for tuning in, and like always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you guys.